Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Colleen and today I'm working on a little special treat because it's my husband's birthday this coming weekend, and one of his favorite things to eat as a treat is a cheesecake. But with just two people in the house, making a whole big cheesecake isn't the best plan because then we want to just sit down and make it disappear. And so we're trying to be a little more mindful about our portions, and so today I'm going to be making mini cheesecakes, and I'll show you how I'm going to top them and maybe give you some ideas about different ways that you could top them. So my husband's name is Gino, and he is having one of those milestone birthdays. He's going to be 60 years old on the 16th of March, and he was born in the valley. He was born, the boy next door, his farm and our farm touched when we were children, and he is a really great guy who supports me wholeheartedly on my YouTube channel and with everything that goes on in our lives. So I like to kind of spoil him when the opportunity arises, and this seemed like a really good time to do that. So I am going to gather up the ingredients and we'll get started with the crusts for these little mini cheesecakes, and I will be back right after this. Now, most of the time in the stores today, you can buy graham cracker crumbs in a bag. They've already been crumbled. Today, when I went looking for some, there wasn't any to be had. All I could get was the crackers. So I've taken out my food processor and I'm just going to blitz up crackers. I need 1 1/4 cups of crumbs, and I'm not sure how many that is, but I will just do up both of these sleeves, and if I have leftovers, I'll just put them into a Ziploc container and I will keep them for the next time I need some crumbs. So I am going to just reach around back, blitz these up. When they're done, we'll get going on the rest. Okay, I'm just going to measure out 1 1/4 cups of graham cracker crumbs, and we need 1/4 cup of softened butter to go in here, and I am going to just put it into the microwave, and I'm going to microwave the butter until it's melted. I should tell you too, I have my oven set for 350 degrees. Oh, I'm going to make a mess. Well, I didn't do too bad, considering. I don't know if you're like me, but I like to clean as I go. And now I've melted the butter, and I just want to be sure I'm kind of getting accurate measurements here for you, and I needed 1/4 cup. And by golly, that's what I got. I used the little lines on the side of the butter to cut that 1/4 cup. And every now and then you need to be reminded that they're accurate. So I'm just going to mix these together to make a crumble, and then we are going to spoon them into these paper cups. Now I've lined 2 8-inch muffin tins with just plain old paper cups, and if you end up with too much of one thing or too much of another, it's easy enough to just take the paper cups out. If it's going to be in the oven for an extended period of time with an empty space in your muffin tin, for instance, if I took this out These could tend to get overheated and bend the metal. So if it's going to be in there for an extended period of time, I just add just a bit of water, maybe a tablespoon into the bottom, and that seems to do the trick. So here somewhere I have my cookie measuring thing, and I'm just going to loosely measure out about a tablespoon into each one of these crusts. I think this measures maybe 2 tablespoons, so keep that in mind. It's okay, my husband Gino really enjoys graham crackers, anything with a graham crust. I think it's because he always equates graham crust to cheesecake, which, as I said, is his favorite thing. So, a little bit about my hubby. He is one of 6 children. He and his brother Marshall are in the middle of the group. The 5 oldest ones are boys, and the youngest one in their family is the girl that they were waiting for, I believe. And it looks like I measured pretty well. I got enough to go all the way around. Now, I'm going to press these down, and the only thing that I could find that would fit really well in here is the bottom part of my cherry pitter. It's a little plastic cup that catches the pits when you're doing the cherry pitter. So I'm going to use that. I've washed it, and I'm just going to press the graham crackers into the bottom of the crust. Gino is a log truck driver, and he's worked at that profession, pardon me, except for a short break in his younger years. He's worked at that profession his entire working career, and he presently works for Bristol Wood Preservers, and he hauls power poles all over Canada and sometimes into the US. They are treated power poles. That's what the plant does down there, and he really enjoys his job. I can't imagine him changing his career at this age and wanting to do anything else. Okay, so I have these all ready to go. Now we're going to make the filling. So I'll gather up everything for the filling, and I'll bring you right over. There, I think I have it all here now. So the first thing that we need is some cream cheese. So I've got 2 bricks of cream cheese that I've left out on the counter to bring it to room temperature. And it should be at room temperature for this, because otherwise it's really hard to mix all the ingredients together. So 2 bricks of cream cheese. This is a pretty fast recipe, and one that I think you would enjoy. And again, because you can make this in smaller amounts, like in the muffin cups like that, it makes it easy if you want to make a batch, but you know you'll never use it all. They're tiny and easy to bundle up and give away to family and friends. So you can have what you allow yourself and then give the rest away. Okay, so 2 bricks of cream cheese. That's 2 8-ounce bricks, so 16 ounces cream cheese. I need 2 eggs. I'm going to have to dig out my mixer. I need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I've got some some good extract here, so this should be tasty. A friend brought this back from Mexico for us. I need a half a cup of sugar. And I have to replenish that. Now a little more about Gino, because this is about him today. Gino has 2 children. They live in Kelowna, and between us we have a total of 11 grandchildren, because I have some kids that I brought to our relationship as well. And we've been married now 26 years. It's been a while for sure. So we need the zest of a lemon. This was kind of a sad looking lemon that I had in my crisper. So I'm glad to be able to be using it up today and not wasting it. I'm just going to cut this in half. I am going to squeeze the juice. Now if you're worried about seeds, you can't always squeeze this over your hand and catch the seeds. I'm kind of the mind where it's a bonus to whoever gets the seeds. No, that's not true. Usually I'm quite meticulous about it, but this poor little lemon didn't look like he had many seeds in him. Okay, there was one just as I spoke, of course. Now I'm gonna get the mixer. Now let's see if I can make this mixer reach all the way over here. I might have to get an extension. Let's see. Can I be so bold? I will try. So, I'm going to go to heaters, and I'm going to mix this up, and I will be back once I mix. So I've mixed it all up. It's quite smooth now. I stopped a couple times to scrape the sides down, and I washed up my little scoop, and I'm going to use that to scoop out a scoopful and put it into the paper cup. Now, I think these should work out all right, just level like this. One of my sisters-in-law, for family occasions, has in the past made these delicious little treats using a full wafer that she puts in the bottom. She was able to buy little cookie wafers, and they fit perfectly in the bottom of the cup. And then she carried on with the recipe as usual. I don't know if this is the same recipe she uses, but it's pretty close. And they always turned out so good. So if you can't find graham crackers or crumbs, definitely look for the little wafers. I think they'd make this job much easier rather than having to deal with the crumbs, although it's really not that big of a deal. And it looks like I'm going to have a little bit left over. Enough to do a couple more. So I'm going to say you could get 18 mini cheesecakes out of this one recipe. So now these are going to go into the oven at 350 degrees, which is what I have the oven preheated to, and they're going to be in there 15 to 18 minutes, just until they still have a little jiggle in the middle, but not too much. Actually, I'm going to fill this one a little more now that it's had a chance to settle. I want them all to be pretty even. Okay, so I'll bring you back when I bring them out of the oven, and then we'll let them cool. Well, I'll bring you back once they've cooled. So I'll bring them out of the oven, I'll cool them, and then we'll carry on and we'll top them. And yeah, simple recipe. Hope you hang around for the rest of it. I have the mini cheesecakes out of the fridge now. After I cooled them, I put them into the fridge just to set them up. These also freeze pretty well, so you could put them in a freezer container and put them in the freezer. If you're going to stack them, I would put parchment paper between the layers. And as you can see, they're just little bite-sized, maybe a dainty 4-bite, if that makes sense. I'm going to use just some whipped topping on them, but you could definitely whip your own topping, which of course is my favorite. Or you could put, say, cherry pie filling on top of them. I'm going to use some strawberries on these, so I'm just going to put on a layer of whipped cream. And I've washed up a couple strawberries here. I'm just going to halve them and put them on the top. You could use canned fruit. You could use just about anything that comes to your mind. And there we go. 2 little mini cheesecakes. Now, I think that this is a good way to control portions, but it also makes really nice gifts. So we enjoy cheesecake at our house, and we hope that you do at your house too, and that you'll give this really simple recipe a try. I think you'll be amazed at how easy and tasty it is. I will talk to you again soon, and I hope that you're all well and that you're taking good care of yourself. Spring is just around the corner, and strawberries are coming into the stores at a really reasonable price at the moment. So I will see you again soon on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.